every single day, all hours of the day, you have choices. And if you're not where you want to be today, all that is a consistent theme of you making incorrect choices. If you're struggling in real estate right now, understand firstly that you're not alone. A lot of people are. But secondly, I'm gonna break down 4 incredibly simple concepts that will help you get back on track and build momentum in your business so that you can start to work toward achieving your goals. Right now is a difficult time and the market is crazy, but in any market, you can find massive success if you follow these 4 key principles. So without further ado, let's show you as a struggling agent how to get back on track and back into the swing of massive momentum. What's up? My name is Mike Sherrard with eXp Realty, and I train thousands of agents every year to scale their business the modern way. And I'm really excited to talk about this because I see so many agents right now that are not in the position that they would like to be. The market shifted. All kinds of things are happening in the economy and you're feeling like you're down and out, but you don't have to. So let's dive into what you can do today in order to get back on track. Number 1 is first acknowledging that it's not the tip, trick, or strategy that you should be searching for. It is the habits and the standards that you need to embody. Let me explain on a deeper level. You never achieve your goals, you achieve your standards, and you don't rise to your vision, you fall to your standards. This is a really important concept to understand because your habits and your standards are what are going to depict you actually achieving your goals, because you could have these incredible goals of doing 24 or 50 deals this year, but if you don't have the habits of being consistent and disciplined and executing on a daily basis, you will never achieve those goals. What I see time and time again for agents that are struggling and not where they want to be is that they're not consistent, they're not disciplined, they're not following through with the promises that they make to themselves, and they're not doing income producing activities that will move the needle of the business. They're being very busy, they're not being productive, so they're filling their time and their days with all of these activities that are just keeping them busy and yes, taking time, but aren't the things that will actually move your business forward. So firstly, you need to just accept and understand that it is a game of mindset. The reason why agents fail are not because they don't know what they need to do. Every single agent knows what they need to do. You know what you need to do on a daily basis. You need to prospect in some way, shape, or form, which is either cold calling, door knocking, or leveraging paid ads, or organic marketing, which is social media content. And you need to follow up with past clients, and you need to make sure that you're learning about the market and educating yourself. It is very simple when you boil it down what an agent actually has to do on a daily basis. So where things go wrong is that you know what you need to do. You don't need a new tip. You don't need a new strategy. You don't need a new tactic. You need discipline. You need consistency. You need self-integrity in order to execute and do the things that you know you need to do. And all too often what happens is people don't follow through with the promises they make to themselves, which creates this habit of disappointing yourself to the point where it doesn't bother you anymore. And the reason why this happens is because the repercussions in real estate are delayed. In high school and university, college, wherever, if you don't do the things you know you need to do, you get a big fat F, you have to go back, you fail it, you have to do it again until you pass. Well, in real estate, if you don't do the things you know you need to do on a daily basis, based on not having the right habits and standards, nothing happens today or tomorrow or next week, maybe not even next month, but in 3-6 months down the road, you have no clients, you're broke, and you fail out of the industry. So we need to first focus on our habits and our standards and what we're willing to accept out of ourselves, because that is going to be the fundamental foundation of building momentum. Number 2 is understanding that everything works if you're consistent with it for long enough. Let me give you a couple really easy concepts to understand here. You can build a multiple 6-7 figure for your business by cold calling or door knocking or Facebook or Google ads or YouTube or TikTok. It does not matter. There's agents in my organization at eXp and in the industry itself that have built wildly successful businesses doing anything. You have to be consistent with it. So many agents are chasing the next trend, the next tool, the next trip, the next platform. And what they're doing is they're just avoiding doing the foundation fundamentals in order to find the next overnight success, the next thing that is going to make it easier or quicker. It doesn't exist. The ones that win are the ones that consistently execute on the fundamentals for long periods of time. Let me explain even further. Ask yourself this question. If you cold called for 5 hours a day, every single day for the next 6 months, do you think you would have a client? Even further, if you cold called for 12 hours a day, every single day for the next 6 months, do you think you would have a client? Well, when you look at the average conversion rate of 1%, knowing that if you make 100 calls, which you could do with a 3-line dialer like I did in the beginning within 1 or 2 hours, and 1% of those usually turns into a conversation that leads to an appointment, it is impossible for that not to bring you business. The same thing with putting out social media content. If you put out 5 videos a week, every single week, doing the right videos, do you think you get a client? The answer is yes. If you're consistent and you do an activity for long enough, it is impossible not to see success as long as you're always consciously working on improving and honing in your skills. The difficulty is people cold call for 1 hour, don't get a client, they get hung up on, and they stop and they go to door knocking, and then they knock 50 doors, they get the door slammed in their face, they get all sad and disappointed because they're soft, and then they don't do it. And then they go to TikTok, and then they get 17 views on one video, 53 on the next video, 5 on the next video, and then they say I can't do it. And then they go to YouTube and they get 10 views on their first video and they say they can't do it, and they don't execute for long enough. So what you need to do is pick one avenue of client acquisition, one avenue of lead generation, and do it every single day for the next 6 months, and you will build momentum and get clients. Number 3 is understanding that everything is a choice, and your choices will reveal your priorities, your habits, and your standards. Going back to point number 1. So you're watching this video today, and let's look at yesterday. Well, yesterday you had a choice of whether or not to prospect. The question is, did you? Yesterday, you had a choice of recording content or not. The question becomes, did you? Did you choose to prospect, or did you choose to waste time scrolling on social media, complaining, worrying, stressing, or doing something that doesn't serve the progress of your business? Every single day, all hours of the day, you have choices. And if you're not where you want to be today, all that is a consistent theme of you making incorrect choices. Instead of prospecting, you're going for a coffee with somebody. Instead of recording content, you're playing around on Canva. Instead of following up, you're wasting time scrolling on social media. You have a choice. And as soon as you start taking a hold of your choices and upholding yourself to higher standards to create better habits, that is when it is impossible, yet again, not to build momentum in your business. The difficulty becomes is, even right now, I'm recording this content, it's a beautiful day outside. I have a choice to go outside, enjoy the weather. The summer here is like 4 months of the year. I have a choice to go outside, go for dinner on a nice patio, or do something that would be more fun. Or I have a choice to care about the success of my business and record this video. Everything you do is a choice, and your choices will again reveal your priorities. Number 4 is understanding that success is mental and environmental. So starting with the mental aspect of it, every single day, are you putting good stuff into your brain? Are you reading books? Are you learning strategies? Are you watching videos on YouTube or reading blogs that are going to help further your business? Or are you watching mindless stuff and people playing video games, or are you playing video games or watching Netflix? What are you putting into your brain? The number 1 reason why agents fail is because of mindset. So what are you doing to train your mind? Because if you're not disciplined, if you're not consistent, if you don't change something, then you're going to get the same results. So the best way to change something is to learn to put good stuff into your brain that's going to help you get outside of your struggles and start to get back on the battlefield and execute. And the second aspect of that is success is environmental. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people that know you're trying to build your business, but then they're inviting you to a bunch of stuff that doesn't serve you? Are you surrounded by people that are doubting you or telling you that what you're doing is silly and that your videos suck and all of this negative stuff? Or are you surrounded by people that are lifting you up, giving you encouragement, giving you strategies to help you, being an accountability partner and prospecting with you, or recording content at the same time and sharing feedback? Who are you surrounding yourself with? That's why it's so important, and why you see so many agents parting with me at the Wolfpack at EXP that go from doing literally no business to breaking 6 figures in the next 12 months, because they're surrounded by people that all pour into them, want to see them win, and will share all of their best strategies. You need to audit who you're surrounding yourself with. Proximity is power, and the more closely in proximity people are to you, the more power they have over you. So if you're surrounded by people all the time closely that are always out drinking and partying, and they have really low standards for themselves, and they just want to work a 9 to 5 and they want to make their 80K a year forever, well, you're gonna have a hard time building massive momentum and being successful in real estate because that is gonna weigh on you. Well, if you're making $50,000 in real estate right now and you wanna make $500,000 in real estate, start hanging out with people that are all making $500,000 in real estate, that are also all executing consistently, that are all disciplined, that are following through with their schedules, and that are always innovating and trying to improve. So it's really important to audit who are you surrounding yourself with, working on your mindset, but also working on your environment. If you have any other questions, drop a comment below. And if you really want to scale your business, check out this next video because that will be a game changer if you start to apply it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.